Hello, good morning, guys. So, I'm not feeling too well, and I've just come to talk about my life, my experience, so that maybe there's somebody who's going through what I went through and what I'm still going through, and they are losing hope, or they are not seeing any light towards the end of the tunnel. So, I just want to encourage those people and talk a little bit about mental health, depression, stress. So I am not okay. Um, I think coming here to Zimbabwe, it's just triggered everything, my anxiety, my memories, whereby I was thinking that I was getting better, but coming here, it actually turned things around. Um, I guess it's because of the bad memories that I have experienced in Zimbabwe from inception when my parents moved from Zambia into Zimbabwe. And to a point whereby some of my siblings, they had to go back to Zambia. They didn't stay long in Zimbabwe because the environment wasn't okay, with family and all that, getting introduced to new culture, getting introduced to new people. And the worst part is my dad. He really doesn't know where he is from, his dad, because they came all the way from Johannesburg, from South Africa, that's in Sushuwe in KZN, KwaZulu Natal, but he had never find time to track where his parents came from. So this trip, actually, I came specifically to talk to my dad about it. And also, I was invited for a wedding. I could have gone to, my plan was to go to Cape Town and hike Table Mountain. But when this came up that there was a wedding which I was invited here in Zimbabwe, and also my dad was turning 84 years, so I found it that it was ideal and also good for me to come and spend time with my dad. So it's not easy that when you're going through stuff and people, they expect that you are strong, you are courageous, you are yeah, you are an inspiration to some of the people. You encourage them because they've seen what you have gone through. Like in my case, I've gone through a lot, which I can spend the whole day talking about it, but I'll just make it a little bit short. Um, why I went into depression and what really happened, because my channel is more about to talk about mental health, depression, because of what I went through, and doing workouts, that is exercise, gym, and also hiking. So that's my main focus, even though sometimes I can talk about lifestyle, but my main focus is to talk about mental health and depression because of my experience, what I went through. So I went into depression because of losing my son to suicide, my 18-year-old son to suicide in 2019. And my son was schooling here in Zimbabwe because the father was Zimbabwean. And I was in the process of planning that he could join his elder brother in South Africa to start university. So he came to Zimbabwe for to write his exams. He was at Churchill Boys High School. So that's when, during the time of the exams, he was here, I think, in Zimbabwe for like 8 days, coming from South Africa, where he was going through counseling, and he said to me he wants to come here and write his exams, and I moved everything, his stuff, his clothes, that now he was relocating to South Africa to start university after finishing his A levels in Zimbabwe. So when he came, unfortunately, he committed suicide. He jumped off the building, which is in town in Harare. And even up to now, when I come to Zimbabwe, sometimes I avoid to get into town because I can't face uh, that building. I don't want to look at that building. And also, my son is buried here at Glen Forest in Harare. And since I buried him, I've never been to his grave. What I did is I managed to do the tombstone. I sent the money for the tombstone, and the tombstone was done. And they sent me the photo that the tombstone has been done, and I deleted those photos. So it's been a tough journey, but I was getting better because when he committed suicide, I also went into depression, and to a point whereby I wanted to take my life. I remember at one point I went to Cape Town to a family friend. When I was not coping, they invited me to spend some time with them in Cape Town. And whilst I was in Cape Town one morning, I thought of wanting to take my life by drowning myself in the swimming pool because I don't know how to swim. I had terrible experience when I was very young. I almost drowned in Zambia. So I've got a phobia of water, of swimming. So that morning, I actually wanted to take my life by drowning myself. And up to now, I don't really know what transpired, but I just find myself, I actually like walked through to the room where I was sleeping, where I was, that room where I was, the guest room where I was given to use at that particular house. And I don't even remember how I moved from that swimming pool, but I went to that swimming pool specifically wanting to take my life. But here I am today talking about it. I know it's not easy, and sometimes when we are going through this um, uh, time of hardship whereby you just feel losing hope and you want to take your life, you don't think of any other people, how they are going to be affected. Um, it's more like you are drowning and you don't know the way to get out. The only way to get out is to take your life, and maybe you take away that pain, which is not a good thing. That's why it's always important that you talk about it and try to find if you can get help from psychologists or counseling. So when you feel like you can't cope, you are feeling depressed, my encouragement is don't bottle things up. Uh, Try to speak up and find help. So in my case, I'm somebody who's that kind of a person who don't open up when I've got problems or when I'm going through stuff. I just start withdrawing. I don't want to talk to people. I lock myself in my bedroom, and my son actually has now realized that when I don't come out, or maybe for 2 3 days I don't want to go to gym, he'll try to come and talk to me and find out if I'm okay. But sometimes I try to put a brave face and not disclose to him that I am going through stuff, which is not right. So when you're going through stuff, just try to open up, talk about it, and yeah. So coming back to my story, the reason I came here to Zimbabwe, to see my dad, and I had a chat with him because I wanted really to find out where I belong, where are his relatives, because right now I'm more connected to my mom's family, and my dad family has got his cousins. Yes, I do get along, but they are not really his family. I wanted to find out his dad's family. So it is very difficult. Maybe I'll try take a drive to Susue in KZN and try and see if I can come up with something and locate where exactly my um, dad is from, where my lineage, where I really come from, because you really want to know where you belong, and if you don't know your roots, it's really difficult, because as Africans there are some stuff that needs to know your ancestor lineage, where you really come from, and that really bothers me and that really affects me. And also, when I came, I did a party for my dad. Everything was okay. My dad remarried. He divorced my mom, and so he's got a new family here in Zimbabwe. So now, after his death there, I've tried to communicate with my dad. Unfortunately, I'm not getting through to him. Um, for any reason that I don't know, and it has been eating me out that I came specifically to spend time with him, but now it's like I'm being denied access to him because my dad can't see properly, and he has got a phone which I bought him, but because he can't see properly, he doesn't know where to press to answer. So he's being assisted by my stepmom and also my stepsister who's staying with them. But now each time I try to call him, the phone just rings, no one picks up, and yeah, I'm failing to get access to him. So I'm really feeling so sad and so bad that the reason I came here to Zimbabwe was to spend time with him, but it seems like I'm not having access to him, or maybe it's because his party, I moved it to his cousin's place instead of his place, where he has got um, where they are my stepsister anyway. So maybe that affected the situation that I was supposed to do the party at his house, but I felt like there was not enough space at his house. So hence I asked his cousin to go and do the party for him there. So I don't know if that caused the tension, but so this is my situation. I really don't know what to do. I was even thinking that maybe I should have changed my flight ticket and leave immediately, because I don't see the point and I don't see the reason why I should be here. And I'm not getting any lucky, and I love Zimbabwe. The people are nice, and yeah, but now I'm not even going out that much, whereby I could even record like thank God I've been taken to quite nice places by my niece who's spoiling me here. And thank you so much, Oripa, for taking care of me, for spoiling me. And sometimes she was even asking like, oh, there's this nice restaurant, she will take me and she will think that I'll record, but because my mind, I'm not settled, I feel stressed, I'm not even recording where this where when I go out. I was also supposed to go hiking, but I didn't have the strength to do it, and I'm not enjoying, to be honest. So I just feel kind of low. I feel depressed. I feel hopeless. But yeah, I just take a day as it comes. Yeah, I've been through a lot, to be honest. Starting from when I had an arranged marriage here in Zimbabwe when I was very, very young, because my parents, they were going through divorce, and you stay with some relatives who facilitated that, because I was very young to make a decision of getting married. I don't know if it was the way of getting rid of me by then, but whatever has happened, and I've forgiven that person. And then when I was into that marriage, I went through emotional abuse to a point whereby I could actually literally just collapse, fall, and start having convulsions. But I came out of that, and the goodness is I took myself back to school, studied, and then got a job employed, and I could look after myself, and I came out of that situation. Now, then came the situation of my son when he committed suicide, came the situation of my mom when my mom was diagnosed with cancer and she passed on with me. And it's just been a lot of things. No matter what the circumstances, you can just keep going, find help, and depression is terrible. It's something that is very difficult to come out. And I was at one point whereby I was put on lithium because the antidepressants that I was taking, they were not effective, and my doctor wanted actually me to get admitted into a psychiatric hospital. It's not like I was mad or getting crazy, but the fact that I could not sleep and I was thinking too much, and he thought that maybe I'll become suicidal. Yes, I was suicidal, and I didn't actually disclose that to him. Like I said, that I almost wanted to commit suicide in Cape Town. But thank God I am here today to talk about it. So, guys, I just want to encourage you that whatever you're going through, it's beginning of the year. It's gonna be tough, but just be positive, and you will actually get out. If I manage to get out of depression right now, I don't even sleep with medication. Yeah, but this is my story, and just to encourage you that no matter what circumstances, whatever you are going through, keep strong, keep positive, and try to do what you love. Like in my case, I love doing workouts. That really helped me to focus, and also to get distracted, and try to fight depression. So I just want to encourage you that you can do the same. Find something that you love, be it gardening, do gardening. If you love sport like me, if you love hiking, if you love cooking, just do what you love, and share your stories, and find somebody that you can find you can share or talk about whatever you're going through, and instead of bottling it up, because once you bottle it up, you won't be able to manage, and then in the end you will you make wrong decision whereby you feel like there's no point for you to live, and yeah. So let's keep positive, let's keep trying, let's uh, not get discouraged because of what we are going through. Each and everyone, we know we have got different stories to tell, but let's just be strong, and pray to God that He gives us the strength to come out of whatever the situations that we are going through. So that's my encouragement this morning, and I'll try to be positive today. Even last night, I didn't sleep very well. I tried to sleep at midnight. I didn't sleep until 3 a.m. And I woke up this morning. I I did a bit of my washing, and now I'm going to try and make something to eat, because when I feel depressed, I lose appetite. I don't want to eat. I don't want to exercise. I don't want to do nothing, even just to talk to people. I just feel like, irritated. They are bothering me. I just want to be in a shell, to be by my own, which is not a very good thing. So I'm gonna try to be positive from now, and just enjoy these 2 days that I'm left being in Zimbabwe, and keep positive. Yeah. So this is my story, guys. Let's enjoy the rest of the day. I love you. Bye bye.